everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, coming to you with another cross stitch video. This video is about cross stitch, and I want to show you the progress that I made the last half of May. So this is June 1st, so I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and show you what I did with the rest of my mania. I'm happy with what I did. I did continue to do some starts and worked on a few whips. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for new subscribers. I've gotten a few new subscribers in the last few weeks, so thank you for joining me. And I'll go ahead and get started. I don't think that's going to be a terribly long video. I don't have any haul because everything is still on order. I haven't received it yet, so I'm not going to have any haul to show you this time. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have one finish. Did manage to finish one thing in the midst of mania, and it is actually one of my mania starts. So I finished this one, Safe Harbor by Hands On Design on Ice Blue 28 count Lugana. So this was one that I was able to get finished. So I'm real happy about this. I'm going to either put this in my bathroom or my bedroom. My bedroom's a beach theme, so this might be a fully finished one soon because I really want to get this one hung up. So I'm real happy with how that one turned out. And then I've got stuff everywhere, and now the cat wants to come up here. Alright, so next, the start that I did was on the 17th. Was a Christmas one, Black Seed Moons Christmas House Trio, and I'm doing this on a petite or petit point, so that way I'm not going to stitch all the snowflakes on there. I'm going to just let the little dots be the snowflakes. So a little bit of a start on that. Then next, I've got my happy planner right here beside me, so using that to help me remember. Okay, and then I started my country. I started this one on the 19th. Lucky, please. My country cottage needlecrafts. And this is just on the tea-dye Charles Craft Monaco. And a very, very little start. Started in the top middle. So not much of a start on that day. And then I started Hickety Pickety on the 20th. This is by With Thy Needle. And this is on Sandcastle Jobelin by Witchelt. And I actually got a pretty good start going on this one, I think. Yeah, got a pretty good start on there. So, we'll see. So, the things that look really good on this fabric. So that was that start. And then, let's see, I started Heaven and Earth design. You haven't seen me work on a Heaven and Earth design. I kind of decided I was in the mood to try that pattern keeper, so I decided to start it with a small one just to see kind of how I liked it. So I started this one, Quick Stitch Spring to Life. It's a Hanalin, and I really enjoyed it. I had a really hard time putting this down. So I'm doing it on 18 count. And there's my start, a pretty good start actually. So I think I worked on this 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. I did. No, that was all one day. It was it was a Sunday, and I just spent the whole day working on that. So I really enjoyed it. I planned on getting back to this this month. I'm gonna try to work on this one at least a day every month because I don't want this to just languish. I'd actually like to have this finished sometime in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna try to fit that in every month. Okay, so next I started, I started Secret Garden. This is a Sal by Sapphire Mountain Crafts, I believe. And I can't show you the picture because it's a secret stitch along, but I can show you where I got started. And you can probably see other people have worked on it too. Coffee Stitcher's doing it. So I got the word The Secret, then the word Garden's going to go under here, and then a key and some flowers. And this is on Crushed Walnuts by Fabrics by LJ. Oh my gosh, I got such an itchy nose. Cat being up here. So I'm real pleased with that one. Anxious to see what that ends up looking like. I don't do very many Sals because I haven't had a lot of good luck with them. A lot of times I end up not really liking them. I get started on it and then I kind of fizzle out. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a good one for me, that I'm going to enjoy it. All right, so next I started Fruit Cocktail. Remember I showed you this and told you I was really hoping to find time to start this, and I did. And this was another one I had a really hard time putting down once I got started on it. It's like, so there's my start. See, I got a lot done for just a day. So I got kind of all this bottom part done. I love it. I really love this piece a lot, and I want to see it finished soon. So this is one I'll be pulling back out very soon. It was good. Everything I started, I just really, really loved, which I was so glad because, I had that hiccup with that farm life that I didn't like. But so far, that's the only one that ended up being kind of a false start for me. All right, so then I think is that all? Oh, I had one more start. Uh-oh, and where did it go? And there it is. It's like I was gonna say, it's one of the best ones. Then I started Stitchmaynia was going to start a Joan Elliott on the 29th. And of course, you know me, I've got tons of Joan Elliott's. So I decided I'd do a new start. And I was all set to start Summer Fairy. I was going to do that one. And then I was looking at Joan Elliott's Facebook page, and a lot of people had talked about the pattern that Stitchmaynia was doing that was in a magazine that nobody could find, and they were asking her if she would, do a chart for it. Well, she did better than that for us. She did a freebie chart for us. And so I was able to get this very coveted pattern for free. So it's called Mayday Merriment. And I absolutely love this. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm doing this on Celtic Wedding 28 Lugana by Sunny Dyes Fabric. This is a fabric I've had for a while and just never knew what to put on it. And this is perfect for it. So I'm hoping the fabric will show up. That's pretty close. So there's my start. Like I said, I just absolutely love it. The colors kind of change. The only disappointing thing is I kind of wanted the pink to show up that's at the bottom, but the pink, once I counted down my 3 inches, not much of the pink was going to show up. So that's why I started on this end with the purple, where more of the purple would be showing up. So there's my start on this one, and this will be coming back out in July for Joan Elliott July. So I will definitely be working on this again in July. All right, so that was all my new ones. Really happy with all of those and anxious to get back to those. So now let me show you what whips I worked on. I had one previous Mania whip left to work on. for the Stitchmaynia, and that was this summer stroll, and I didn't do very much on it. Um, all I did was this little bit right there. I wasn't in the mood. Just wasn't in the mood for this one. So I really like this one, and when I'm in the mood for it, I really do work on it and get a lot done. But I really just kind of have to be in the mood. It's on 18 count, just the fabric that came with the kit. So this is one that I just kind of have to be in the mood for. And unfortunately, I wasn't that day. Okay, another whip that I worked on was my solo toile. And this I'm hoping to finish very soon. Oh, I know what it is. This one I'm planning to finish in June because this is what was picked for my whip go. And so I'm ready to get this one done. So it can be checked off my whip go. And you can see I got a tremendous amount done on this. I worked on this for about 4 days, I think. And you can see I finished the tail. And I'm hoping what I did, I don't know if I had told you all. No, it was on Stitchmaynia. I ended up having a dye lot issue on this medium pink here. When I ran out of the thread, and when I got the new, it didn't match, and so I pulled it out. And then what I did is I took my old. I had 2 strands left of the old, so I mixed them. I took one of the new and one of the old and put it together as long as that lasted, to hoping that it wouldn't show up as much. And it really doesn't. It's like at first I could really tell the difference, but I can't hardly tell. Once I put the lighter pink in, it made it not show up quite as much. I can still see it a little bit. I don't know if y'all can. It's kind of like right in here, but I think it turned out okay. So yeah, so I am, like I said, I'm done with the first half of her, and I've already done some of this. So I just have to do this and then her upper body, and I'll be finished. So I think if I really work on it, I can get this one done this month. I may not have the bead. Trying to order anything right now, my gosh. I've got an order at Fat Quarter Shop that's been sitting for 2 weeks. I've got an order from 123 Stitch that's been sitting for 2 weeks. And they keep changing the date that they're going to ship it. And the 123 Stitch order has my Seaflora beads. And I haven't ordered the beads from this one, but I did find that somebody on eBay was selling the embellishment pack, and I think I may just get it from eBay. It's a little bit more expensive just because I know they have it and they'll probably ship it quicker. So, because I'd like to get this done. This one doesn't have any acrylic in it. So yeah, I may go ahead and do that. So speaking of Seaflora was a previous whip go. I think this month, actually. It was the May one. So yeah, so I pulled her out. And I worked a good bit on her too. And she's on, I forgot to tell you what, let's see what the solo toile was on. It's purple, Crystal Flapper by Picture This Plus. I love it. I love this fabric. Okay, so then Seaflora is on Under the Sea Fabrics, Mermaid Sea. And see, I got a pretty good bit done on her too. I got all that green and finished up the purple. So I'm going to be working on her this week just to tell you about my plans. I done away with all of the challenges, all the different groups. I was in the School of Magical Stitching and kind of stopped that. But this month they're doing Sleeping Beauty, which is one of my favorite movies. So, and it's June, I'm out of school, so I thought, well, I actually have a little bit of time, so I think I'm going to go ahead and participate in that. And I joined Enchanted Stitching Challenge, because Stitching Mommy always talks about the challenges she does, and they actually look like things I might actually be able to do. So I joined that one, and both of them, one of their challenges is to stitch on something purple. So this will work out perfect. This will be, whip go to finish, and both those challenges require purple. So this course has still a whole lot of purple that I can do. So this will be pulled out this week to meet both of those challenges. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get back to this one. And then let's see, the other whip I worked on, the last whip I worked on actually. I pulled back out one of my Mania starts for Stars and Stripes Saturday, stitching with the housewives. And this is on the Mushroom Lagana. And there's where I am. I did change the color of the words because you can see on here, I mean, I didn't even know what it said. So it's really hard to see. So I brightened it up. I used eggshell for the words. And I think it shows, you can see what it says a lot better. So I really like this one a lot. So pull that one back out. So that is all of my progress, what I worked on. So I'm really excited about what I've done. I'm still going to continue to start things as I want to and try to work towards next year being no new starts, or very few starts. Since I have so many awesome projects now to work on, it's hard to even decide what to work on. I'm thinking about doing some kind of a Tiny Decisions app thing to kind of help me pick which things to work on. Jen Lee, I watched her yesterday, and she was talking about what she did, and what she did is kind of what I was doing in the past, where she picked so many days to work on her small, and then her medium, and her large, and her extra large. And that worked pretty good for me too, so I may do something like that. I am going to spend week 1 on my, the solo toit at least for whip go, and then week 2 my other whip go. So I'll show you now what that one is. The other whip go that was picked is Sunflower Snowman Dimensions Kit. So this is what I'll be working on. All that it is finished except for back stitching. All that needs to be done is the back stitching on it. So I should be able to finish this, and I'll be so excited. This is an old whip. So this is what I'll spend a week on for whip go solo toit, at least a week, and then I'm hoping if I'm close to a finish, I'll continue, because she's also a fancy lady. And then the other one I'm for sure gonna start is my Main Street series. I'm gonna start the next one, the bookstore. Remember, I'd finished the first one, and so be ready to put the second one in, because I kind of wanted this finished by the end of the year. So I'm gonna have to get a move on to get these houses done. So that's kind of my plans. And then one other thing is Jen Lee is going to do a stitch along called Teeny Garden Large Stash Sale. So if anybody has this, she's doing this one right here for a sale starting this month. And I've been wanting to start something out of here, so if I can find some fabric, well, I said my fabric, I just don't have very much fabrics to choose from right now. So if I can find a fabric that'll work on that, I'm going to start that. So that's kind of my plans. And then besides the 2 WIPCO projects, what I'm mainly going to do, I just like to try to finish some of the smalls that I started. That's why a lot of these were smalls that I did in May, because I was hoping that I would be able to go ahead and finish those and not add as much to my whips. So that's kind of my plan. I'm going to just kind of work through Sunflower Snowman, hoping to finish that one. Solo Toile, hoping to finish that one. Put some work in the Sea Flora for sure this week for the challenges. And then just kind of pull those. I think what I'm going to do is just put all of the the Mania starts that I did is pull those in a tiny decision set. And I did a bunch of them in March too. If you remember, back in March, I had decided over spring break was going to do a bunch of starts because I thought May would be so hectic for me. Little did we know, right? So I may put those also, all of those March ones, because I did like 5 in March also. So I may just put all of those in March and all of my Mays, all the ones that kind of categorized as a small to a medium, and the ones that I feel like I could maybe finish in a week or so, and see what I can do with those, and hopefully have some more finishes to show you in June, because in July is of course Jolly July when we start all our Christmas ornaments, and I plan to do that, so that'll be a whole bunch more new starts. So I would like to maybe get some of these finished before I start all those. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Like I said, school's out finally. We were supposed to be out the 15th, but it kind of carried over. We still had a lot of different things to do even past that. So this week is finally actually the first week that I don't have anything to do, no meetings and uh, no trainings or anything like that. So ready to actually kind of begin my summer. Um, so excited about that. To have a little bit of a break. So I wanted to kind of talk just a little bit about books. I've been reading so many books lately. I kind of wanted to share books with you. One of the books that I finished that was really good was this right here by Ruth Ware, The Death of Mrs. Westaway. It was super good. It was about this girl that by mistake gets a letter saying she's inherited some money from her grandmother. Well, it's not her, but she thinks she can pull it off, being an imposter, to go to the Westaway house and try to get her inheritance, which she thinks isn't going to be a whole lot. She just wanted a few $1,000s, and little does she know whenever she gets here what happens. So it's a really good. It's a really good book. I really enjoyed this one. The other one that I read that was really good was Tear Me Apart by J.C. Ellison. It was super good. It was really, really good. Um, I didn't quite guess what was going on till kind of close to the end. So that was a really good book also. I liked it so much that I went to Half Price and got another one of her books called Lie to Me. So I just started this one and it's already grabbed me. So I'm hoping this one will be good. Of course, for the Stitch Along for Secret Garden, I need to read Secret Garden. So I started this. And I read this like when I was very, very young. I don't really remember much of anything about it. So far I've really been enjoying it because I really didn't remember much about it. And so then I was going to show you, there was one other book that was on my Kindle, but it's probably going to take too long for my Kindle to load. Oh, maybe not. Let's see if I can show you the other one I read. 3 Days Missing by Kimberly Bell. It was just so. I liked her other one, the Marriage Lie, was really, really good. I really liked that one. This one I didn't like quite as much, but I finished it, so it held my attention enough to where I wanted to kind of know what happened. So those are my reads. Like I said, I'm going to read this J.T. Ellison one and read The Secret Garden, and then we'll see what comes up next for me to read. So I guess that's about all that I have. I told you it wasn't going to be very long because I didn't have a whole lot to show you, and I don't have all the haul that I usually have. So once I get that haul, I'll have a whole lot of good stuff to show you, but still waiting on that. Hopefully I will get that by the end of the week. Fingers crossed. So hope everybody is staying safe, staying well. I know it's a crazy world we're in right now. It just seems to be one thing after another, and that's why I'm stitching so much, because I just have to turn the TV off and turn on Flosstube or watch a movie and stitch away, trying to get my mind off of everything. Texas has opened up. at least where we live, is really opened up. We looks like business as usual around here. It's like people are shopping and eating out. I'm still being cautious. I go do what I need to do, but I try to get in and get out. Um, so we don't know anything new about what's going to happen with school yet. They're still trying to decide what to do with that. So we'll see what happens there. A couple schools have already decided they're going to start a couple weeks early. I wouldn't be surprised if we do that also, which I don't mind. That would be okay with me. Uh, so anyway, I guess I'll let you go. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Enjoy your stitching. Excited to see everybody's end of mania plans, how they all turned out. Looks like not too many of us actually did what we set out to do, which that's okay. Plans are made to be changed, right? So, anyway, so have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.